We consider this is the first part of the writing. So because of here, you're going to find that the topic title, and when الtopic أصلا اسمه topic وconclusion وtransition sentences. As you know that in the last chapter, we talk about transitions and we finished transitions. And we how can we connect ازاي اللي احنا بنربط جمله بالجمله اللي بعديها using transition words سواء disagreement, agreement, contradiction, cause and effect, emphasizing. كان في حاجات طبعا كتير. Let's look here at this paragraph and find out how we add a topic sentence for it, or how he connected to the paragraph after. ده طبعا اللي هو بنعمل connection ما بين الباراجراف والباراجراف اللي بعديه او اللي قبليه. فهنا بيقول by the time Heart of Darkness was published in 1902. A movement was already underway to expose the large-scale theft and murder occurring in the Congo. Dozens of missionaries had begun sending reports, including photographs, to bear witness to the violence. William Shepard, an African-American Presbyterian, was one of these missionaries. He sent out shocking testimony of land seized by force, of people living under a reign of terror, and of soldiers cutting off the hands of women and children. ركز بقى على الجملة اللي البولدد دي. نركز على الجملة دي. لأن المفروض إن الجملة دي هي عبارة عن connecting what come before with what come after. طب عرفت ازاي؟ تعال نشوفها. An Englishman named E.D. Morale gathered the many reports and photographs and published them. طب لو احنا بصينا فوق في القطعة الأولانية في آخر sentence قال لك إن ويليام شيبرد ده كان بيبعت شهادات of land seized by force, people living under reign of terror, and of soldiers cutting off the hands of women and children. طب يبعتها ازاي؟ اكيد كان بيبعتها فيديو او بيكتشر او ريبورتس اهو. ده اللي هو ذكر هنا. المفروض اللي احنا بعد كده بقى نشوف ايه اللي بعديها عشان نقول publish them connecting ليها. فبيقول he gathered crowds to listen to eyewitness accounts of colonial atrocities. Okay, thank you. فهو ما عمل publish them الناس بدأت ان هي تسمع او تشوف او تقرا الحاجات اللي بتتعمل. فعشان كده السنتنس دي عباره عن transition from this paragraph to this paragraph. عرفت ازاي؟ زي ما قلت لكم. The last sentence of the first paragraph and the first sentence of the last paragraph, it must be connected to the claim or the topic sentence of the second paragraph. دي examples تانية برضو عندنا bolded sentence، وانا هقول لكم السؤال ده بيجي ازاي طبعا في الامتحان. This bolded sentence is connected، متعلق باللي جاي قبل واللي جاي بعد. تعال نشوف اللي جاي قبل طبعا السنتنس اللي قبليها على طول. يعني هنا بيقول tough decision making such as that used when following a diet saps us of our ability to exercise the same discipline later on. بعد كده قال based on this research، بناء على هذا البحث. مش هنا قال لك ان في كانت قرارات صعبه، فهو ده يعتبر بحث. طيب لامبرت designed a diet اهو، والدايت كنا بنتكلم على الدايت that minimize the need for discipline، برضه كنا بنتكلم عنها اهي، and protect against regression. وبرضه عشان اتاكد ان الجمله اللي بعديها برضه connected، هنا بيقول ايه؟ hair program. ايه بقى hair program؟ اللي هي minimize the need for discipline and protect against regression اهو connected to what come before and what come after. نفس الكلام هنا البولدد part. It's connected to what come before and what come after. طبعا دي جزء من الجمله. تعال نشوف الجمله اللي قبلها بيقول ايه، او خلينا نشوف الجمله نفسها البولدد فيها ايه key words. His position has gained traction among other scholars. طب تعال نشوف ايه بقى البوزيشن، كانت مذكوره قبل كده ولا لا؟ A professor at Harvard and an advocate of human rights, Dr. Joseph remains skeptical of charities that donate haphazardly to impoverished African communities and فده طبعا يعتبر his position skeptical بتاعه. طب اللي بعديها قال many economists اللي هم السكولرز اهو many economists believe that these donations disrupt the local economy and potentially jeopardize business that would have to compete against the items being donated. بعد كده الجمله دي برضو مرتبطه باللي جاي بعدها واللي جاي قبلها، وهو ده اللي احنا بنتكلم عنه how to add a sentence. بيجي سؤال كده في writing to add or to change the position of sentence 5. يقول لك ممكن تحطها before sentence 1, after sentence 1, before sentence 2, after sentence 2. How I'm gonna know? Look at the sentence that we need to change its position or to make a relocation for it. And find the keywords in. نشوف الكيوردز ونشوف بقى الجملة اللي قبلها فيها نفس الكيوردز والجملة اللي بعدها فيها نفس الكيوردز ولا لا. يبقى عندنا topic and conclusion sentence are just a specific type of transition sentence. تعال نشوف الاكزامبلز اللي بعديه. And the following two examples will show topic and conclusion sentence in action. اهي. هو هنا ممكن كان عاوز يحط يعني مثلا can we add this as a conclusion sentence الجمله دي في السؤال، فانت هتقول yes or no why، وهو بيجيب لك yes و no ويقول لك اتنين yes وواي واتنين no وواي. طيب نشوف الجمله دي موجود فيها ايه عشان نعرف هل هي متعلقه باللي جاي قبلها واللي جاي بعدها. بيقول despite the movement's popularity. جميل، يبقى انا عاوز حاجه بتتكلم على الموفمنت قبلها. The predicted apocalypse never happened. شكرا. قبلها بيقول ايه؟ People even took to the streets to raise awareness of the impending doom. اللي هو اهو الموفمنت، فيها موفمنت، الناس طلعت في الشوارع. طب اللي بعد كده and the world today managed to support over 7 billion people and counting. ما هو دوت بيتكلم عن the predicted apocalypse never happened. The world today managed to support over 7 billion. طب يا مستر هل بيجي سؤال تاني ان هو يقول لنا مثلا حط conclusion للسنتنس؟ ساعات يقول حط conclusion لو ما عنديش سنتنس ثانيه. طب اعملها ازاي؟ قال لك متعلقه بالسنتنس اللي قبلها والتوبيك سنتنس اللي هي دي. خلاص احنا قرينا الجمله قبلها، نشوف هنا بيقول ايه. Zero population growth was an idea proposed by Dr. Enrich at Stanford in the 60s. فبيتكلم عن الموفمنت popularity برضه. جمله ثانيه عاوز التوبيك سنتنس، برضه التوبيك سنتنس ليها علاقه بالجمله اللي جايه قبليها والجمله اللي جايه بعديها والكونكلوجن اللي هي دي. تعالوا نقراها كده بيقول ايه. The subject او نقرا الجمله الاول اللي احنا هنضيفها. From an early age I knew I wanted to study computer science and so all of my college planning revolved around. يعني حتى الكولج planning كان بيدور على computer science. شوف اللي قبلها بيقول ايه. The subject required patient and extreme attention to detail, especially when it comes to tracking down bugs and cleaning up code. متعلقة بالكمبيوتر ساينس. bugs هنا مش معناها insects. bugs هنا متعلقة بالكمبيوتر ساينس. عرفت ازاي؟ لأن قال كود. تمام. الجملة اللي بعديها and I asked my math and science teacher to write me recommendation for all the top university that offer this major. أنه major computer science وهو كان بيعمل computer college planning. الجملة الأخيرة now I just have to wait for decision to roll in اللي هو الكولج. يبقى دي الجملة المفروض اللي احنا نحطها. طيب هنا بيدينا تip بيقول when you are asked to insert the best transition between two sentences اللي هو احنا قلنا عليهم look for words such as this. بص على كلمات زي this with that with these. نبص على كلمات this with that with these. These reference words must point to other nouns that exist in surround text. لو it's this with that with these يبقى أكيد في اللي قبل حاجة بتدل عليهم. Which means the transition sentence itself we need to include them. In the last example الجملة الأخيرة أهي قال لك the second sentence of the second paragraph contains the word this major. أهو قال this major. فعشان قال this major فهو اتكلم على الكمبيوتر ساينس زي ما قلت لكم اللي هو الكمبيوتر ساينس. Because it supplies that definition, this transition you would pick it at the end. طيب. بيقول لك في الامتحان بقى لو احنا عندنا امتحان نعمل ايه؟ قال لك you will know you are being tested on transition sentence when you see this question like this. أول ما تشوف أسئلة زي دي تعرف ان احنا بنتكلم على transition sentences اللي هي جملة تحطها وتبقى ليها علاقة باللي قبل واللي بعد. قال لك the writer wants to link the first paragraph with the idea that follows. Which choice best accomplishes this goal؟ يبقى دي transition sentence. أو سؤال تاني. Which choice best connect the sentence with the previous paragraph؟ جميل. أو سؤال ثالث. Which choice provide the most appropriate introduction to the passage؟ كل ده transition sentence. السؤال الرابع. Which choice provide the most logical introduction to the sentence؟ Which choice most effectively set up يعني introduce intro the information that follow. Which choice most effectively conclude يعني conclusion the sentence and paragraph. Which choice most smoothly and effectively introduce the writer discussion on this paragraph. Which choice most effectively set up برضو intro the paragraph. كل دول معناها اللي هي transition sentence متعلقة باللي قبل واللي بعد. فهنا بيقول your job boils down to choosing the best transition sentence. In answering these questions, there are a few additional things to watch out for. We'll point them out with this last example. ده last example بتاعنا. بيقول لنا دلوقتي عاوز ايه؟ Which choice provide the best introduction to the paragraph. عاوز best introduction to the paragraph. معنى كده يا شباب and it has relation to the sentence come after it. اهي. والسنتنس اللي هي الكونكلوجن الأخيرة. طبعا my advice for you when it comes this kind of question please leave it till the end لأنها بتضيع الوقت. عشان تعرف العلاقة بتضيع الوقت. طيب تعال نشوف الجملة بتقول إيه ونشوف إيه الكي ووردز فيها. خلي بالك لو في this with that with this with those يبقى ليهم علاقة في اللي قبلها. The Greek mathematician and scientist Artemis is said to have jumped from his path and run through the streets naked, shouting Eureka اللي هي وجدتها. طيب الجملة الأخيرة بيقول tools such as the electron phallogram EEG and functional magnetic resonance imaging اللي هو fMRI are being used to unravel the neural mechanism that underlie creative insights. تمام. تعال نشوف الجملة الأولانية هل فيها من keywords ولا لا؟ يعني الأولاني بيقول إيه؟ Research has found that expression of intense enjoyment are most likely the result of finding the solution to a difficult problem. طب والله ممكن بس هو مالهاش دعوه الكترون فالوجرام خالص ما جابش اي حاجه عنها والريزونانس ايمجينج. هو بيتكلم هنا على الريزلت اوف finding the solution to a difficult problem. لا مش ايه خالص. طب many of the scientific insights هو اتكلم على scientific insights هنا الاي اي جي والاف ام ار اي made by the Greeks. هل هو اتعملت by Greeks؟ ما قالش. were later expanded upon by the Romans. لا 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 هو ما اتكلمش على الامبروفمنت اللي حصلت لها خالص. cognitive neuroscience تمام المجال المعرفي is the field of study concerned with the brain. ما هو هنا اتكلم عن الاي اللي هو الالكترون فالوجرام واتكلم عن function magnetic resonance imaging. فهنا بيتكلم على الcognitive neuroscience. concerned with the brain mental process and how they help humans solve problems. طيب هو ما قال هنا وجدتها، يعني ممكن دي inside that aha moment when we get a joke. لان هو قال هنا ان ارتمايتس طلع naked وهو بيقول يوريكا وجدتها. recognize a hidden pattern or solve a problem. ممكن لان هنا كان في solver unravel the neural mechanism of underlying creative. وهنا قال فمتعلقه بالحادثه اللي قالها بعدها بتاع ان هو يطلع نيكد ويجري ويقول ايروكا. هي دي. طبعا it takes time just to find. فعشان كده قلت when you come a question like that it's better to leave it till the end. طيب let's summarize قبل ما نبدا في الاكسرسايز. Let's summarize the takeaways. For questions that require you to understand, capture the main idea of the paragraph اللي هي transition sentence اللي احنا شرحناها دلوقتي, read the entire paragraph. فياخد وقت. فعشان كده احنا قلنا بنعلقها باللي جاي قبلها واللي جاي بعدها. ولو كانت توبيك سنتنس يبقى ليها علاقه بالكونكلوجن، لو كانت كونكلوجن ليها علاقه بالتوبيك سنتنس. Not just the next sentence. هو طبعا هنا بيوصف لنا ان الافضل ان احنا نقرا الباراجراف كله. ده لو كان عندنا تايم. عشان كده قلت سيبها للاخر. لما بتحل الكويشنز كلها بتبقى عندك main idea of the passage. Discard answer choice with irrelevant keywords. اي answers فيها words غير متعلقه باللي احنا قريناه الغيها. Don't base your answer on keywords mentioned elsewhere in the paragraph. يعني مالكش دعوه، ما تربطهاش باي كلام موجوده في اي حته ثانيه في الباراجراف. اهم حاجه زي ما قلت لك حاجه قريبه منها. If they are not the focus. Always make sure that your answer meshes well with the next previous sentence. يبقى ماشي مع السنس اللي قبلها. زي ما قلت لك سنس قبلها وسنس بعدها. Okay. Your turn to solve from 1 till 4. 1 till 4. And write it on the chat box, please. One till 4. This writing question. Myrna. 1 right. 2 wrong, Myrna. 3 right. 4 wrong. You have 2 right, 2 wrong. Waiting for Mahmoud and Lama. Lama. 1 wrong, Lama. 2 right. 3 wrong, 4 right. برضه 2 mistakes. Myrna. 2 right, 4 right. Yes, now it's right. Waiting for Mahmoud. Okay, حودة. 1 right. 2 wrong. 3 right. 4 right. برافو يا حودة. 3 صح، بس انت حليت نمبر 5 ليه يا محمود؟ النمبر 5 دي فين؟ لسه يا حودة. ما تستعجلش على نمبر 5 عشان نمبر 5 غلط. انت جبت 3 رايت يا حودة. اوكي. تعالوا نشوف الميستيكس بتاعتنا. زي ما قلت لكم it connect what come before and what come after. And it's better to read the whole paragraph. وتاني في الامتحانات الافضل ان نسيبها بعد السؤال ال 11. طبعا احنا عندنا بيبقى عندنا 4 قطع في ليترسي 1 اللي هو الجرامر والرايتنج. كل واحد منهم 11 سؤال. بيجي على الاقل 3 question او 2 question متعلق بالرايتنج اللي هي الاسئله دي. حضرتك سيبها للاخر بعد ما تحل الجرامر يبقى عندك full understanding of the passage. تمام. انا اشوف الكي ووردز الموجوده في اللي قبل واللي بعد. بيقول هنا it's well known that cell phone usage correlates with a higher chance of vehicle accidents. تمام. اللي بعديها teenagers have the highest level of risk because they are the newest to driving. شوف الجمله الاولانيه كده بتقول ايه؟ اللي هي no change. No matter how safely people drive there will be always be an accident. لا انا بتكلم على السيل فون. بتكلم على التينيجرز لان هم طبعا بيبقوا الاعلى لانهم بيستخدموا السيل فون ودول لسه حداث في السواقه. It's not A. Not all age groups فاتكلمنا هنا على teenager. However have the same level of risk. It can be. It can be yes. He took about age groups, teenager, and he said not all. بعد كده قال have the same level of risk and we're talking about the risk because of using the cell phone. So it can be. For that reason قلنا في ذات ايه؟ طب reason ايه بقى؟ ايه reason انه بيستخدموا الموبايل؟ كمل. Many states require seat belt used by law. لا يا عم ما اتكلمناش على seat belt. We didn't talk about seat belt. مع ان قال that وهو الريزون للفيكل accident. Road signs that encourage drivers to put their phones away are marginally effective at best. We didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about road signs. يبقى الانسر is B. Number 2. A sentence before, a sentence after. Since I was a child, I've wanted to see the treasures that were supposedly hidden behind the stone wall. تمام بيتكلم على treasure. Despite these failed attempts, I was determined to find a way in. يعني هو فشل. طب تمام تعال نشوف الجمله الاولانيه بتقول ايه. My friends would always say that they'd one day start the journey over the wall, but they never found the courage of the carriage. We didn't talk about that. هو بيتكلم ان هو حاول لكن failed. No, it's not. It's rumored that dragons lay in wait, guarding all the riches beyond imagination. We didn't talk about any kind of dragons after. We said that failed attempts. But he طبعا I was determined. كان مصمم برضه. Local tribesmen gossip daily of the different ways they would try to get through. We didn't talk about tribesmen. Let's look at D. Many men had lost their lives. Failed attempts. محاولات يعني اخفاق في المحاولات اللي هي they lost their lives. اخفاقوا. Trying to scale it and have finished underground tunnel had been given up on years ago. فعشان كده I was determined. يتكلم عن التريجر ان هو يلاقيه وقال ان في ناس كتيره حاولوا لكن ما نفعتش. اللي هي failed attempts. So the answer is D. Number 3. برضه sentence before and the sentence after. Justin LLC is a cupcake company that does about $1 million every year, but بنتكلم دلوقتي على الكب كومباني اللي بتعمل $1 مليون. عقبالكم. الجمله اللي بعديها. Much of the money اللي هو $1 مليون actually comes from corporate accounts that make sizable orders for their premier events. يعني الفلوس دي بتيجي من الكوربريت accounts اللي بيعملوا sizable orders لبريمير events. تعال نشوف الجمله الاولانيه. The bulk of revenue doesn't come from the cupcakes. ده الفلوس دي مش جايه من الكب كيك that are sold in the stores. هي مش جايه من الكب كيك، دي جايه منين؟ من الكوربريت accounts. It can be A. Customers aren't aware of its finances. We didn't talk about the customers. مع ان اتكلمنا عن finance. Management intends to triple the number in the coming few years. ما اتكلمش برضه ان هو عاوز يعمل more finance acquaintance. ما قلناش في الجمله اللي بعديها. Most orders aren't for the signature cupcake that it promotes. برضه ما اتكلمناش على الحته دي. هو اتكلم ان الفلوس مش جايه من الكب كيك، الفلوس جايه من السايز بالاوردرز اللي بتعملها corporate accounts. يبقى الانسر ايه. Number 4. A sentence before and a sentence after. Of all the Indian tribes, the Wampigis designed the most elaborate masks, but their purpose is still unknown. يعني حتى الغرض بتاعهم اللي هم عملوا الماسك ده مش معروف. اللي بعديها. As one of the smaller tribes, بيتكلموا على الوامبيجيز. They had to repeatedly stave off invaders that wanted to claim their land. يعني هم بيطردوا الانفيدرز اللي محتاجين الارض بتاعتهم. طب تمام. تعال نشوف الجمله الاولانيه في ايه. And perhaps the Wimgees created the mask. اتكلمنا على الماسك. For their ritual dances. لا هنا ما اتكلمش على ritual dances. هو اتكلم هنا عن ان هم بيحاربوا. Which were performed every month for good luck. No, it's not A. Members of the tribe were extremely superstitious. ما اتكلمناش عن ان هم superstitious خرافيين يعني بيصدقوا في خرافه. Some speculate that the mask were worn in times of war. الجمله اللي بعدها قال ان هم في حروب. To intimidate competing tribes. ممكن يخوفهم. اللي بعديها. They could have been used solely. they هنا بتعيد على الماسك. As decorative items. لا ما قالش decorative، قال هي للحرب. يبقى الانسر is C. ممتاز يا شباب. بس محمود is the best. Despite ان ميرنا جاوبت كله في الاخر صح. عاوزين احسن من كده. From 5 till 9 please. From 5 till 9. الفايل موجود عندكم على الجروب. From 5 till 9. Okay, number 5. No, Myrna. 6 right, 7 right, 8 no. We have 9 also, Myrna. You have also 2 mistakes, Myrna. And don't forget number 9. No, Myrna, 9 wrong. Okay, Mahmoud, 5 right, 6 right, 7 wrong, 8 wrong, 9 right. You have 2 mistakes, Mahmoud. Waiting for Lama. Yes, 9 like that, Myrna. Okay, Lama. 5, no, Lama. 6, no. 7, no. 8, no. 9, yes, Lama. Only number 9, right. Myrna, number 5, yes, now right. Okay, let's have a look. Lama, نركز يا Lama. I want the sentence before and the sentence after. He said the busiest season for our travel agency is spring. Okay, keyword say. Cherry blossom season in Japan. No, it's still wrong, Myrna. Cherry blossom season in Japan during this time. الجملة اللي بعديها بقى بيقول ايه؟ Some are heeded solely alone for the temples, المعابد, while others are interested in the local sushi joints and the fascinating shopping malls. Okay. الجملة الأولانية اللي هي A بيقول ايه؟ Visitors line up outside our doors. ماشي تمشي لأن هو يعتبر busiest for the discount that we offer. No, we didn't talk about any kind of discount. B, the trees in the public parks are in full bloom. We didn't talk about the trees. احنا بنتكلم عن الشهر دوت شهر زحمه والناس بتروح المعابد وبتاكل سوشي وتروح المولات. Many of the hotels are fully booked. برضه ما بتكلمش على الهوتels. مين بقى دول؟ اللي هم الناس اللي بتتكلم travel agency. We arrange plans for hundreds of tourists اللي هم يروحوا المعابد وياكلوا sushi joints eager to explore the site. So the answer is D. After, sentence before, and sentence after. طبعا هنا الجمله بتكملها فاحنا ممكن ناخد sentence برضو اللي قبلها فبيقول ايه؟ There were some days when I loved taking public transportation and other days when I didn't. بعد كده قال on a good day I would sit back and شكرا. الجمله اللي بعديها Today being a good day I watched an old Vietnamese woman with a cluster of plastic shopping bags gripped tightly in her hand like a cloud of tiny white bubbles. ده دي في المواصلات العامة اللي هو بيتكلم عليها public transportation. تعالوا نشوف ايه. بيقول and enjoy the coffee at the corner store. لا خالص، ده حتى بيتفرج على الست اللي ماسكه البلاستيك شوبينج باجز. study the other passengers. ده نتكلم على other passenger، الست اللي ماسكه بلاستيك شوبينج باجز. listen to the music stored on my phone. ما اتكلمش على ده. read the paper for most of the commute. we didn't talk about that. يبقى الانسر B with easy one. 7. sentence before and sentence after. 2 years ago, the Italian was involved in a bike accident that left her arm with a severe injury. تمام. الجملة اللي بعديها. During the long break, the tennis star، يبقى أكيد الإيطاليان دي، kept up a light practice routine عشان متعورة and proclaimed that she would come back to the sport stronger even than ever. Okay, تعال نشوف ايه. Doctor said that a full recovery was possible. ما اتكلمناش على الدكتورز مع ان في injury، بس ما اتكلمناش على الدكتورز لان بعد كده قال during the long break اللي هي تاخدها عشان عندها severe injury وتحضر نفسها. لا ما اتكلمناش على الدكتورز. She didn't play any tournaments طبعا عشان الاكسيدنت for the rest of the year، عشان كده اخذت long break فكانت بتعمل light practice routine. Yes, it can be B. She used the most advanced treatment، ماشي عشان اتعورت، of physiotherapy to nurse it back to health. لا، هو اهم حاجه ان هي عندها rest، عندها long break. It crossed her mind a few times after the injury that she may never play professional again. لا ما قالش كده، ده قالت ان هي ترجع stronger than ever. Number 8. sentence before، بس دي مش تكملة السنتنس، يبقى ناخد ايه السنتنس قبلها لان ده جزء منه. وسنتنس after. Torment after torment, year after year, she continues to prove her dominance over the sport of tennis. شكرا. اثبتت ان هي متحكمة. Although she cannot equal Maria Sharp-Vogt endorsement، يعني ما تقدرش تعمل نفسها او تقارن نفسها بماريا. تمام. اللي بعد كده. In fact, no other female athlete in other sport can rival Serena winnings. اكيد دي سيرينا، يعني مفيش حد يقدر نقارنه بسيرينا مع انها كانت بتخاف من ماريا. طب تعال نشوف ايه. She maintains a crushing 17-2 head-to-head record over the number 2 Russian. ما اتكلمناش عن Russian. She finds the time for projects outside of tennis. ما اتكلمناش اي حاجه بره التنس لانها كسبت، مفيش حد يقدر يضاهيها. Her career prize money exceeds $56 million. تمام. almost double that شابروفا. هو قال هنا شابروفا، يعني هي ثروتها $65 مليون فوق شابروفا. ممكن تمشي، حتى ما فيش حد يقدر يضاهي الويننجز بتاعتها اللي كسبت فيها دي. ممكن. Her matches command the highest TV ratings. Her popularity among American tennis fans began at all-time high. لا مش على الpopularity. Will answer C. Number 9. Sentence before and sentence after. Many students pursuing their doctorate degrees are disheartened. يعني بينزعجوا الناس اللي بتكمل الدكتوراه. Disheartened by the amount of research professors have to do to maintain their position. طب اللي بعديها. As a biology professor, I conduct interviews with experts, collect samples from the ocean, and perform experiments in the lab. متعلقة باللي هو قال عليه ان هو بيعملوا حاجات كتيرة. طب نشوف ايه. Research is much more than poring over books and writing articles. هو مش بس ان انت تبص على البوكس وتكتب articles، ده انت كمان بتعمل interviews مع experts, collect samples from the ocean, and perform experiments in the lab. ممكن. The compensation and career stability make it worthwhile. ما كلمناش على الستابيليتي بتاع الكارير او compensation الماني اللي هيجي منه. The universities are unwilling to change the requirements. We didn't talk about the requirements of the university, despite that was mentioned here. It shouldn't be thought of as a burden. We didn't talk about that it's a kind of burden. وقال بس disheartened by the amount of research professors. Okay. From number 10 till number 14. 10 till 14.
لغاية 13.
What?
لغاية 13.
لا لغايه 14.
اوكي.
Mirror number 10 right. Number 11 wrong. Number 12 wrong. Number 13 wrong. Number 14, right. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You have 2 right only, Myrna. 10 and 14. Why? Just concentrate. When you are solving the test, you're going to find that it's easier. And as I told you, it will not come with as much as question as you can find right now, but we need to be trained on. As I told you, just eliminate any answer that has words that not mentioned at all. Ten right, Lama. 11 right. 12 wrong. 13 wrong. 14 wrong. Only 10 and 11, Lama. Mahmoud. 10 right. 11 wrong, Mahmoud. 12 right. 13 wrong, 14 right. You have 3 right. Okay. Let's find. As we said, sentence before and sentence after, and it's better to read the whole paragraph. He said, my doctor has told me that I need to go on a strict diet. No unnecessary snacks, and definitely no junk food. The sentence after, just last night, even. Okay, Myrna. 11 right now, 12 right now, 13 right. Look, when you concentrate, you got them right. Just last night, even after I had finished my dinner, I drove to the grocery store and wolfed down an entire cheesecake in the parking lot, mashallah. So let's find. I know that controlling calorie intake is important when trying to lose weight. I know that this connected to what come before, but it's not connected to what come after. Because what come after, actually, she went and she ate a whole or entire cheesecake. So it's not A. I also exercise daily to improve my health. We didn't talk about exercises. I forced myself to throw away all the chips and candy from the kitchen cabinet. What about when she went and she ate an entire cheesecake? I try to heed his advice, yes, not to eat, to have a kind of diet, but it's difficult. Why? Because she went to the grocery store and she wolfed down an entire cheesecake. So the answer is D. Number 12, a sentence before, the sentence after. He said here, new businesses and restaurants. New businesses and restaurants are popping up all over the place. And its sports team packed the stadiums every week. After, he said, all the brownstones, once affordable to even those on government welfare, are being listed for thousands of dollars. Okay, let's look at A. He said the reasons for Boston's growth can be traced back to excellent state policy decision a decade ago. No, it's not related. B. Despite the city's modern appeal, okay, he mentioned here sports teams, stadiums, okay, and he mentioned all brownstones. Boston culture and historical significance cannot be ignored. We didn't talk mainly about Boston's. Rents for apartments have been on the rise due to the booming economy. Maybe because stadiums, but we want to be sure that he talked about the rent. He said Old Brown is one affordable to even those on government welfare are being listed to thousands of dollars. Yes, he talked about money. He talked about money, thousands of dollars. So it can be rents. Boston also has a large variety of housing options. No, we didn't talk about that. Number 12. Since before and since after. A major component of a pilot's flight training is preparing for emergency situation. After he said, often a candidate for pilot training demonstrate excellent flying skills, but loses composure when under pressure in this kind of emergency situation. So let's look at A. However, it's not practical to rehearse all the scenarios that might occur. No. He said that emergency situation is one of the training. It's vital that all cabin crew know basic first aid in the event that a passenger becomes ill. We didn't talk about all cabin crew. We talk only about pilots. All important flight instruments, such as the course deviation indicator, must be regularly monitored by the co-pilot. Again, we didn't talk about that. We're talking about the kind of training that include emergency situation. Therefore, assessors, the people that they assess, will look for candidates who can adjust calmly, not to be under pressure, not to lose composure, to unexpected events. So the answer is D. 13. A sentence before and a sentence after. And because it's a part of the sentence, we'll take a sentence before it also. The Great Pyramid of Giza is best enjoyed by taking the desert approach on camelback or on foot. Not only does it offer a better view of the monuments, but it also, okay, then here he said, on busy days, there are so many visitors that it's impossible to reach the main entrance by the city route. Okay, let's look here. He said costs much less. We didn't talk about the cost in both of them. Avoids most of the tourist traffic, yes, because he said in the second one that it start to be busy days, so it can be. Provide a local experience. We didn't talk about the experience. Passes by the Giza Plateau, which is home to many fascinating desert animals. We didn't talk about that, so the answer is B. The last one, sentence before and sentence after. And because it's a part of the sentence, we're going to take a sentence before also. The last few years have seen an abundance, many, of new microbial species being discovered, many microbes. While many discoveries occur in comfortable surroundings of university research laboratories, still many more are made. Okay. Here he said scientists have developed special vessels to withstand the extreme pressure found at these depths. Okay, talk about a place that they found these microbes in. In A, microbial species. No, where is A? Out in the field. No, we need something that has depths. No A. In jungle and lakes, it doesn't have depths. On the planet's surface, no depths. On the deep depths, on the deep ocean floor. So the answer is D. Your homework for the next time. And please do it as soon as possible because our session is going to be on Friday. Only one page for the same thing. Page 8. Thank you. See you, inshallah, on Friday. Goodbye. محمود ولما ما تنسوش الحاجات اللي طلبتها منكم عشان حصة بكرة لو سمحت.
اللي هو التست ده.
الامتحان اللي انا حطيته لك على الجروب بتاعي بيني وبينك وبين ماما. اوكي؟
تمام.
اسمه تيست 13 ومحمود يصلح الاخطاء يا حوده. تمام؟
تمام يا مستر.
هلهم لحضرتك
اوكي
وابعتهم
جود باي.
لك.
النهارده يا لما تبعتهم لي النهارده.
اوكي.
يلا باي.
ثانك يو.